Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alvin, this is Munk Munk. Today, if you clicked on this video, it's basically to help you guys who are maybe just starting out selling on the eBay platform, especially to international market like myself, or if you already selling on the eBay platform and there are things that you also want to gripe about, you click on this video. Yeah, like myself, I've been selling on eBay for like the past 15, 16 years. I think more than that because I started in 2007. But of late, I've been selling on the eBay platform quite continuously for the past 2 years. In my last video, I've talked about gaining a profit selling on eBay, but it's not all fine and dandy. You know the fact that because eBay, it's not as easy as it looks. You do need to learn. There's a learning curve as to it with eBay. But for this video, I'm going to talk about the range of things that I wish I knew back then before I started on eBay, even for the last 2 years, because eBay is an ever-changing platform. There are options and apps and I think selections that you can use that if you want to up your game on eBay, or you need to learn because they've changed some things on eBay. Because over the course of the 16 years, I've seen how the eBay platform has grown. And for this video, I'm going to just share with you my thoughts on the matter. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're old to the channel, thank you again for coming back to this channel. And if you're new, if you can consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, it will mean a lot to me. It doesn't take any much effort. Just click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. Click on it, and then of course click on the bell notification for more videos of me and how I'm doing on eBay. I not only do eBay, I also do unboxing, but of late I've not done unboxing videos because of the fact I'm actually selling down my collection. And yeah, it is what it is. But for those who are here to learn about eBay, let's dive right into it. The first thing I would tell you guys is I wish I knew that eBay is a long-term commitment or long-term game. It's not like, you're selling like on Facebook Marketplace or on Carousel, or last time when we were doing it, we were selling on Yahoo Auction, just one and done, you sell your second-hand goods and then you want to just clear your items. It's not. Okay, for me, because I have a collection, I have bought quite a few toys, quite a few figurines over the course of so many years that I've been collecting. And I've not really done much selling as opposed to collecting because, we collectors, we do tend to overbuy. And that's one thing I've learned while I'm selling down my collection, that you don't need so much toys. The manufacturers are always going to make new toys. But then I digress. The fact that if you have a collection and you wish to sell down the collection, you have to be a bit consistent on eBay. What I mean by that is because eBay rewards you a little bit if you do more and consistently selling on the platform. It need not be a daily thing, but you do need to be active every time you're on the platform. People will come back to you and then buy from you. For instance, in the past 2 years, I've been selling down my collection, and there are people that actually buy from me consistently. There are repeat buyers, which is unheard of because I've not been doing that for the last 10 over years. I've always been using eBay as some sort of a avenue to sell things that I would term that we have it as an exclusive or something that we have in Singapore that I want to sell to the world, to make a profit. You do need to be a bit more consistent. Why so? Because I have sellers also from Singapore on the eBay platform that only sell the certain product that I'm also selling, but people are buying off from me more so than other sellers. Because I'm more consistent on the platform. That's one thing you have to consider when you're selling on eBay. Something I did not realize until of late. The second thing that you need to consider and you need to know is you must be prepared before you start shipping. Yes, you've sold the item. You don't need to really make sense of how this item is going to get shipped to the buyer. The fact that, let's say if you have the packaging and everything is done, you still need to have it shipped to him in a safe and sound manner. As in, that whatever you took for the pictures, it has to arrive to the person at the same exact condition. So you actually need to figure out what kind of parcel box you have, where you're going to get the parcel box. Because as for me, as I sell my collectibles, it all comes in different shapes, different sizes. And I do need to source my boxes. And if you click on this video, I've actually talked about how I save money while I'm doing so. I actually source my box free from across the whole of Singapore, for that matter. You know, a lot of people are buying online from Shopee, Lazada, and the boxes they discard. I use them freely because it's discarded. I just take them home. If it's clean, I'll just take them home and then just store it one side. And if I have the use for it, I'll just take it off my storeroom and then I'll just use it. And that's where you do need to figure that in mind, that if you're selling your collection, be it cards, be it figurines, be it loose figurines, you do need your packing materials and everything. That one maybe I'll touch upon in another video. The more exact details of you really need to do in order to be more consistent and more accurate in your eBay selling. The next thing that you need to know is to check your eBay expenses before you start selling, actually. Because your parcel box, which I can get it free, but if for you want to buy, your parcel box, you do need to factor that it's a cost to whatever you're selling on eBay. Even if you're selling your collectibles, it's an added cost to it. The shipping itself, the cost of shipping, be it your packing materials, your carton boxes, and even the price you pay to the courier service, whichever you use, you do need to figure that out before you start selling, because it eats into whatever you take back from eBay itself, because their selling fees is a thing. Why I actually can still earn a profit or even get back money even though I'm selling down my collection and other things that I source from, be it from Carousel or anywhere else, is the fact that I actually have mentally prepared over the years that I know that roughly this shape, this item, this weight, this size, able to command this shipping price, from the various couriers that I think I have. In this year, as shipping costs has gone up in Singapore in the totality sense, I'm also sourcing from different courier services, and the fact that you do need to know your cost, basically your expenses. The selling fees on eBay has little by little gone up. Back then, I think it was only 12 point something %. Then because I'm an international seller, they've upped the price to all the way to 16.5%, everything in. GST, they have also gone up by another 1%, which also affects your selling cost. It's not on the total price, but it is still a cost nonetheless. As next year, again, 9% for us in Singapore, our government is very, very keen to bring up our cost of living, for the fact of matter, GST is going up 9%. You do need to factor that in. It's also factored into the eBay fees. I'll just maybe put a picture of it over here that roughly you get to about 16.5. Is there. The fact that you do need to factor that in, and it eats into whatever you're taking back from eBay. That I did not know that it can go up little by little. Expenses is a thing, and you do need to figure that out yourself. Another thing that you do need to know that I wish I knew, it was quite recent that it hit me so hard that I need to tell you guys that the exchange rate can hurt how much you can get back from selling on eBay. Because as an international seller, we do need to create the eBay account and the Payoneer account. If you're not sure how to create those two, there's this video that I've done on the process of how to create the accounts, both of them. Last time it was under PayPal. PayPal, the fees were actually, because there wasn't much to compare with. So we took it as it is that the fees were there. After taking off fees, then the exchange rate is there. It didn't fluctuate that much. But of late, because this year and last year, the fluctuation of the US dollar is very massive. I wish I taken out my money back then. 0.1%. And it can affect you because if you sell more and more and more, then the amount of you get back in US dollars, as you convert back, you get less in Singapore dollars, because Singapore dollar is relatively very strong of late, which I kind of hate actually. But that I digress. You do need to know your exchange rate, be it in any other country, because the US dollar has gone down quite a bit of late and can continue to go down as what I see from the economy factors of late. It is what it is. So you do need to factor your exchange rate in the getting back, and then you need to see how much you want to actually get it back. If you got the means to keep it as it is in US dollar in Payoneer right now, keep it there. But if you need to take it back, then so be it. But you do need to be mentally prepared of the fluctuations in the exchange rate. The next thing that I need to talk to you about is eBay is not really a passive income stream. It never was. Back then, I thought so easy to sell. I wasn't really selling down a lot of my collection. I sell a bit and there, but truth be told, I was using eBay to sell things that we have in Singapore, exclusively in Singapore, to sell to the world. That's where the first point of not being consistent comes into play, because people were coming to us to buy the things that they can't get in their own country, and they want to buy as a collector mindset. You know, they have to get everything, and then they would be prepared to pay a premium. And for that reason alone, I was selling quite a few exclusive. I can't remember offhand what I was really selling. For these 2 years, especially the last month of December, because of Pokemon, as you know, the Steelbooks, do join my contest, you know, to win one of 12 gold Steelbooks of Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. This video is the one that you need to click onto. Go and comment there, go and like the video, you know, stay subscribed, and then you can win one of 12 once I hit my 1,000 subscribers milestone for me. Thank you so much for everyone again who are subscribing to my channel. Why I'm saying it's not a passive income? Because it takes time. It actually takes time off your whatever you're doing. I've done a video that I've, you know, packed items that I've sold, and then I have to do it in midnight after I'm done with work. It does take time because you need to pack the item, you need to source which courier service that you're going to send to, and then as you do more and more and more of it, you roughly have an idea, and then it will take lesser time, but it still takes time because you need to ship the item. So, and once you ship the item, then you weigh the item, you know, to ship it off, it does take time. And it's not passive in the sense that because you do need some work on it, you have to list it up. That's a fact. You need to list your item, which it takes time to list the item, take pictures, you know, do the description, which again, I will do another video on it. Then the fact that is you do need to put in the work, leg work, you know, the time work, you know, everything that you can think of then it's not passive income. But it's rewarding to the fact that because you basically can sell things wouldn't be able to locally. Because Carousel is, to be honest, for collectors like myself, do you want to sell on Carousel at eBay price? Again, I'm going to emphasize this again. eBay is not Carousel. You want to sell on Carousel eBay price, then sell it on eBay. Carousel, you want to sell the price that you think is the market price because everybody looks to eBay for the market price. It's not that way. I'm sorry to say that because local and overseas worldwide market is totally different. It's that simple. That's the logic behind why I think everyone, be it in Singapore who is a collector, be it anything, Pokemon cards, you know, figurines, should open an eBay account to sell there. The next thing that I would tell you very frankly is you have to expect the unexpected. The fact remains is when you send the item out, you are sending internationally. It's not local. So it takes time to reach the buyer. Of course, now it's easier because now because of COVID restrictions are basically gone out the window. So quite easy, quite streamlined to send something quite easily now. There are certain countries that you shouldn't send. I've done a video on that. You can go and look at it in one of my videos. But the thing is, once it's sent and you need the tracking number, you input the tracking number and it's delivered, it can still get scammed. It's so ridiculous. This last month alone, I had 3 disputes that I had to go through, which I've won, of course, because of the tracking that shows that it's delivered. But there are people that will want to scam you and say that it's not delivered. And then they'll go through the hoops and things to tell eBay that they've not delivered and waste my time on it. And then, yes, there are scams out there that still, you have to expect the unexpected. It does not mean you should be scared of it, but you do need to be aware that because you're sending internationally, as long as you do whatever eBay tells you to do and go through the motion dispute resolution process and everything, you should be fine. But the fact remains is you are needed to expect the unexpected. There are instances that you can get lost. There are also return mails that you need to expect. Then you just go through the motion and then do whatever is necessary to get back whatever it is to you're selling. But it is what it is. Mails can get lost, parcels can get lost. Return mails are a thing. I've gone through quite a few return mails because the address is not valid for whatever reason, even though it's on eBay and it's the buyer that actually input the address. It is what it is. So that is added cost to you because you already paid for shipping and it comes back to you, it gets lost. That's the simple fact. Again, expect the unexpected. then your life will be much easier when you're selling on eBay. Something which I'm still learning as I go through eBay, because it gets to you, to be very honest, but it is what it is. The last thing which I'm going to stress is the ratings. Ratings, especially if you're first time seller on eBay, ratings actually matter. Why I say that is because you're new to eBay, and then if you're selling something that everybody else is selling the same, you do need your rating. So as for me, because I've been on eBay for so long, my ratings is over 1,000 right now. But for yourself who's starting from zero, maybe you can click on this video that I've done to help you with whatever it is to get your ratings in. You do need to give back the ratings to the buyer first before he gives back to you. Maybe send a message to him that you need thank you for your purchase. If you can, do send me, do leave me a rating so that I know that the item has been delivered in proper. Something like that. For me, I've started that way. Again, because I've been on eBay for so long. The thing is, I'm not really actively sending out ratings for other people because of the various reasons above. But for you, because you are a new seller, you do need to figure out that out for yourself, that you do need to build up your ratings as quickly as possible. For me, back then when I first started out, I wish I knew that early, so it takes such a long time, building up my ratings back then. Again, eBay, it's something that if you wish to do it, you do need to figure quite a few things out. It's not as easy as just listing on Carousel, creating an account, listing on account, just be done with it. eBay, if you want to profit from it, you want to sell down your collection on it, get back some money on it, you do need to put in the legwork. You do need to put in the time, you need to put in the legwork, and something that I've already embedded in my everyday life. And for you, if you're new to eBay and you wish to start on eBay, comment below. Like, what is stopping you from selling on eBay? Is it the shipping costs? Is it the scams? Is whatever? Just comment below, and I'll be happy to reply you and everything. So that would conclude my video. I have a few more things that I want to talk about, but I'll do it in another video. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you when I see you. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.